I'm Duncan Ferguson and you're watching Toffee TV.
Hello, welcome to Toffee TV. It's all fun and games, isn't it, at the moment? We're going to have a chat about Mr. Martinez and Mr. Kenwright as well. I want to throw that little man's into the mix. Curveball. I don't think I could throw him. He's a big unit, isn't he? What? No, go on. We're not moving along. He's still on the job at this moment in time. I'll have to get this video out quick. I don't know. But he's still on the job.
ITK.
He's still on the job. You know, everyone's saying he's on his way and it's gone. And we don't, listen. He's still on the job officially. I think he needs to go. I think he needs to go now. I think. But the other thing that has to happen is I think Bill Kenwright, and this will probably save him some face as well, needs to go as well. I think that would be the best thing if he said, right, I'm going to step down as chairman. You know, I've overseen the tenure and you know, I think it's probably best for my time now. Mr. Michelle is going to take over. Whether he takes over as the chairman or whether he gives it to someone else, probably get someone else, wouldn't he? And he just gets hold of the club and we start afresh, we start anew. I just think that's the best thing for all of us, because at the moment this is doing nobody any good. It reminds me of the scene from Mike Bassett when he goes in to resign and then he comes out with all excuses like, well, I've been a bit under the weather and I've got pills for my nerves, and you know what I mean? He's
like,
going
to say you got pills from Sacco.
Yeah, he's on the Saccos, lad. You know, pulling out all these excuses, and he's saying, Martinez is now saying, oh, he's the man, and he can see shoots of whatever, and he's saying, you know, he's having a go at shoots of Sacco, and he's having a go at digs of Moise and stuff. What are you doing that for? You know, you have little digs.
That's like the equivalent to your ex-bird was a horror.
Well, he's just sat there in his cardy getting, you know, haymakers thrown.
That's what I'm saying. He's having little digs at Moise, and you think, oh, these are the words of a. Well,
he's fighting to save. Well, he's not fighting to save his job. He's trying to convince people.
If you're watching Bob, how about creating a little montage video? You know, something Rocky-esque, so that you're fighting for your job, like, you know, scouting reports.
I'm not being funny, mate. Well, his video would just be. That's all it'd be.
Him standing there watching plays, and it'd just be hearts on fire.
That's what it'd be. Graham Jones behind him.
Walking into a physio room and all you see is in the ass just doing that. Yeah, two more of them, the ass.
1001, 1002.
I don't know if you're seeing that, but just working my guns. It's over there. The car park is over there, Finch Farm.
I reckon you just see him. You go into Finch Farm and you just see the ass with his jeans on and that shirt, just jogging like that.
His leather cap.
Yo, this is the training. This is what we do.
I put a thing out on Twitter before about that. Remember that fella who went into the BBC talking about that?
Oh yeah.
That's the ass, isn't it?
The Labrador.
Yeah.
So come on.
Are we back?
Yeah, we're back from outer space. So I mean,
back off the
he shouldn't really be here, should he? No. As the manager.
No. Should be gone.
Should have gone.
He should have gone after Arsenal.
Yeah.
When he oversees disarray. Yeah, but West Ham was at the debacle, but Arsenal was the day when the house fell down and he was just stood there and all the walls had gone, there was dust everywhere and he was just stood there going,
safety certificate, that, you know.
Paella.
That is.
Well, yeah.
That's another reason why Bill should go.
Exactly. Who we talking about here, Bill or Martinez?
Both of them. We talk about both. I think it's a joint thing.
I'm talking about Martinez at the moment. So Arsenal was the day he should have gone, because that was the day the players went, yeah, you are full of. Yeah, that's what you're full of. Then obviously he's overseeing it get worse and worse and worse and worse, resulting in that whatever that was at Anfield last week. But I think for me that was just the players hanging him out to dry.
Yeah.
On the biggest stage possible, they just put him out and went, everyone's watching because it's Liverpool and they've got loads of fans that watch, and we're going to make you look like what you are. And you've got him stood there with that coat that's probably one size too small for him, so it's up here, and he stood there like that looking lost, and you've got some big German fella like doing that next to him and laughing in a derby.
Run! You run!
I'm glad I was here for that. I was dead jealous Matt got to hear that last time I wasn't here.
Hello's
It's
back.
a perfect impersonation of the man himself.
Well, you shouldn't be watching a German, I was going to say. You shouldn't be watching a derby. You can watch a German if you want. You shouldn't be watching a derby where the opposition are sat there laughing because a lad that can't kick a ball properly from Brazil is shooting from 804 yards and everyone's pissing themselves. And then so we should have gone that night.
Yep.
And we left them. We basically threw the FA Cup away by leaving them in charge, really.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, and I'm not directly blaming them. I'm directly blaming everything that came with it, and around it.
I know the players have give up, and for me, that's unforgivable, really, from the players. Even
Definitely.
if how many people really like the boss? I hate mine at the minute, but there you go. That's another story.
I love mine.
I hope he doesn't watch Toffee TV.
I doubt it.
Mine's great.
Anyway, so yeah, so how many people go into work can't stand the boss, but they do the work because you got it, and the players just down. It's a total lack of respect for everyone when they do that. That said, Martinez doesn't help himself, does he? But the substitutes at Anfield and the substitutes at Wembley. No strikers on the bench at Anfield. No defenders on the bench at Anfield. No strikers on the bench at Wembley.
Yeah,
he's just mad.
Maybe there'll be no midfielders on the bench against
no one on the bench.
If no bench, just Nias. And you go, we know he's not coming on.
Yeah. So it's just he run his course a while ago, didn't he? As you said, for me, I know what you're saying about the West Ham game, but that's when it properly went tits up. But yeah, for me it was the Arsenal game where you just saw the players he'd lost them.
It was disarray. The second half was.
It was another one of them. It was like at Anfield, they could have scored as many as they wanted. Arsenal was the same.
Yeah.
They could have put about 6-7.
A pair of them just went, I feel our ass on these because the fans are alright.
Yeah.
Some of them are alright.
But I mean, we've all had our say a million times about Martinez, and I know it's. But I mean, what about Bill Kenwright? Because I know we sat here and we did those videos about when Mashiri bought the controlling. Well, it's not even controlling, is it? But he bought the shares. He's the largest shareholder, which still doesn't seem to give him much of a say. Which,
but you don't know what it
but
gives.
But what I'm saying is, though,
people,
we said at the time, listen, this seems a good thing that Bill's still around. It'll be a smooth handover sort of transition. It keeps both sides sort of happy. But I think he's got. Do you think he's got to go as well? Just because I think he'll escape a lot of blame if he walked at the same time Martinez did, just to be like, well, I didn't want to sack him. Do you know what I mean? It just needs for me just a new start.
I think Bill Kenwright has done the best he feels he could have done for Everton. Whether I agree with that statement is another thing, but I think.
Well, do you agree with that statement?
No, because I think if you genuinely love Everton Football Club, then you want them to be the best they can be. And if I control Everton and I can't give them what they need, you go and chase people who can give them what you need. You've got to be careful, of course you have. You can't just sell it to the kid in his bills, blagging it. He's from Manchester, sat in his bills.
It's close. Yeah, the goal.
Well, there you go. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you've got to. But he always maintained he'd get a billionaire, whatever, and he's got one now. But now's the time to grow a pair of balls and chase the manager, and then throw your hand in and say.
But what you're
give
just
him
saying,
the life presidency.
Yeah. What you're just saying there, though, I don't even think it has got anything to do with selling the club. I mean, because obviously people were watching and go, well, look at Villa. You could be a Villa, and then there's other people who say, yeah, but we could be a City. That to me still isn't enough. What I'm saying is he could have owned the club for the 21 years, and I still.
No, but I'm saying, you asked me, was it time for him to go? And I'm going over his tenure and saying.
But I'm saying
you've got to chase the. Yeah, but there will have been times, won't there, when I believe he's kept it for his own means because he didn't want to let go.
But I'm not so much him selling it as well. Though. But what I'm saying.
But it is now.
But during the tenure, though, you're saying if you've never told you want the best. There's times when his best and what my best are just completely different.
The whole club has changed during his tenure. Some of it's for the better in terms of the what we have on the pitch and stuff now. But the other side of that is this mentality that we should just be happy with what we've got. That's the thing that will stick with me out of his regime.
That's what I don't get about him though. If you can see this as 20-year-old lads, and they're thinking that because they've never known any difference.
Yeah, but he's not.
But he's seen Dave Hickson as he's well documented. He's been through the 60s, he's seen the 80s, he's seen the decline in the 90s, he's seen us bounce back a little bit under Moyes, and he's still like, well, that's our level now. That's weird. I don't get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like it's like the biggest issue with me with Bill Kenwright is that he accepted mediocrity and pushed it as what should be expected.
That's what
a lot of people bought into it. Whereas, the biggest thing about Moyes and the biggest thing about Martinez they've got in common is when they've been going through rough patches, you never felt like there was any pressure at all. And then you get like this one game and they'd be like, oh, he's amazing. Like there was Moyes, love him or hate him, there was times when you just thought he should be under pressure.
Yeah.
He should. Someone should be asking more of him, and then he'll ask more of his players, and it filters. But you always felt that the pressure never came from the top, so it never filtered down. And then the press never thought there was ever a story there, so they all drifted away, and then the club just become this nice happy club.
I think the thing with Moyes though, if you look at his league placings and everything, Everton were always near the top end. We had the 17th and he had the 11th. Other than that, it was top 8, but it was 5, 6, 7 and all that. But yeah, he also didn't have the money. But there was times when he should have been most definitely under pressure because he wasn't performing to what he should have been. But the thing with David Moyes is you always felt as though he'd get it right. I always felt as though he'd get us to a certain level. So you'd always thought, well, if we were going through a rough patch, you'd think he will turn it around in a few games. He'll do something. We'll get a win, and it'll kick on from there. But I think I want Everton to be the best he can be. I want Everton to be the champions again.
Yeah.
Now people might watch this who aren't Evertonians. Evertonians might watch it and go, behave. No, we've got no chance ever of winning the league again. But you've got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, look at Leicester City.
Leicester City.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And they, I think the problem is now, because of the tenure of Bill and everything that went with it, this attitude has crept in, but it needs to be blown away because anything's possible, and you've got to aim high. Stop limiting. That's what I think. It's limiting. It's just we can only go to that level. We can only go to that level. Leicester City have proved you can go wherever you want if you work hard.
Well, that's even coming down to the names we're getting linked with people, like for managers, like you're saying. Well, why don't we go for Mourinho? And it's like, well, why don't we go for Mourinho? We should, but people are like, no, you never get him.
Yeah.
So why don't we go for Eddie Howe?
Exactly.
Like, why the fuck should we go for Eddie Howe?
Listen, I don't mind other fans of other clubs going, what are you on about, Mourinho? I don't mind that because they're just seeing what we project.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that. I don't, because we have as a club.
I laughed at Liverpool. Liverpool mates when Klopp was mentioned. I was like, as if he's ever gonna go to you, Jurgen Klopp at your club. You're messing. He just laugh at you.
But don't get me wrong. I've seen people in the comments say, and like mostly Liverpool fans saying, so just because we got Klopp, you think you can get a top name? Because we're a bigger club than you. It's not that. It's just the fact that if you try and go and get the best, who's to say Mourinho, he doesn't go to United and he wants to stay in England and he goes, you know what, 2 years, I'll give you 2 years, what are you going to give me? We'll give you
10 million a year or something.
0.
You know what I mean? You've got to ask the question.
The reason why Mourinho was mentioned, and before any Liverpool fan, I'm having a go with us, I wasn't, so just saying, it seemed unlikely to me, given where Liverpool are going, that they could get Jurgen Klopp, whose stock was quite high. But that's what Liverpool do well. They chase that and they get it. The reason why Mourinho to Everton isn't beyond the realms of possibility is some big name journalists who know him are running the story.
Yeah.
His agent is putting his head above the parapet and going, right, he may be available. Now he may end up at United, of course, and who wouldn't choose United over Everton?
He's playing the game, of course. Right? He's playing the game.
But if he doesn't go to United, go down the clubs who he could go to if he wants to stay in England. Arsenal aren't going to take him. Yeah. He doesn't fit their ethos at all. They're not going to take him. Spurs ain't changing Pochettino.
No.
United obviously wouldn't have gone to them. Liverpool don't need him. Manchester City have got Pep Guardiola. So there's like five.
That's it.
Chelsea, he ain't going back to Chelsea.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So then what? So Everton are bigger than West Ham have got Village and wouldn't want him.
Yeah.
So there's 7. So Southampton. Yeah, all right.
That's it, isn't it? And
so that's why it isn't it isn't out of this world.
But that, needless to say,
But even if it is,
needless to say, that's what, as a club, that's what you want to see Everton Football Club doing. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I want. And you know, we're not going over old ground here about the match. I'm just saying, I want Mashiri to come in and go, this is the way we're doing things from now on. You know what I mean?
we're aiming big.
We're aiming big, and I just think it's just time for Bill to just walk away. You know, coming out with statements like, "Oh, what a wonderful manager we've got." It's just like
it's like we've got two blockers there to things changed, haven't we? We've got Martinez at managerial level, and we've got Kenwright at board level. And you have the two of them go. I think, as you say, Kenwright to like a life president or something, to like Philip Carter. That's perfect for him because he can still do all the figurehead stuff. You know, he can do all that which he loves and which, to be fair, he's good at. You know, he's good at doing all the talking and that, isn't he? But then he doesn't have to make the difficult decisions that the chairman does.
The one, sorry mate, just before we think, one thing I would say is we're only as fans predicting what's going on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we're using you know, history and evidence of what we've seen in the past. For all we know, Farhad Mashiri might just be like that on his bum belly. Shut up, Bill.
Yeah.
And go away, mate. You know what I mean? But we're just looking and going, well, they haven't sacked Martinez yet, so it must be Kenwright keeping him there. We don't know, do we? We don't know. It could be. Could 100% be Bill, for all we know.
Do you know
we're just surmising.
You know what it reminds me of? It doesn't remind me because I wasn't really there, but when you hear people talking of when Shankly left Liverpool and
he stuck around,
and Bob Paisley came in, and like Paisley had to go to the owner or the chairman, whoever, and said, listen, is there any chance you can have a, because he was such a nice man, Bob Paisley, can you go and have a word, because he's lingering round and he's talking to people and they're calling him boss, and it almost seems like that to me. It's like
Ferguson at United when Moyes took over. He was like the vultures at the end of
like lingering above. And I know Bill actually does have a job and he is the chairman, but you almost feel like he's blocking the progress of Mashiri. And listen, the plan might have been get to the summer and do it anyway, and I'm sure that is the plan, but it just feels like at the moment it would just help everybody.
I think if Everton came out and sacked them, announced they'd sacked them like tomorrow or something, and Bill was still there, you'd just go, yeah, alright, see what happens, but at least he'd moved.
Yeah.
But because nothing's happened, you do look and go, they just sat there old nans.
Even if he just made an announcement,
don't answer the phone, the pair of them just old nans.
But you just feel like even if he got sacked them or whatever, and then 24 hours came, I said, at the end of the season I will be I will be not chairman anymore and I will be life president and blah blah blah. Everyone will go, fair play, and but at the moment you just I tell you what, today looking on Twitter, someone with the Player of the Month award.
So that's all right, yeah.
And I'm thinking, what? Yeah. So you look at that and then you go, right, they're gonna have the end of the season awards. Nah. And then you're thinking, well, the lap of honour against Norwich, and you're just thinking, nah. Just all these things.
But they will do it.
No, but I'm just thinking all these things. Just don't bother. Just don't bother. Because if you're doing it and you've got someone and you have got Martinez walking around clapping everyone, and they'd spin it and say, well, we're clapping you, you're not clapping us. That's what they'd say.
Yeah.
The ground would either be empty or it would just be full of people just giving them dogs.
It's horrible.
And it will just be horrible, and it will just be a PR disaster. And or the same with the end of the season awards. When you're charging people 90 quid, it's elitist, by the way. The end of the awards, I've said it before, the end of the season awards are elitist. It's 90 quid to get in, so all your mates can have, all your boss mates, and all your celebrity fans and all that. It's just elitist. Have it on the pitch the end of the season, do that because it's elitist, and we're not Tories, so don't do that. But that's what it is. It's like the end of the season awards. Oh, got Amanda Holden and Andrew Lancel and so giving up. Oh,
Andrew Lancel, come on.
What?
Don't have a go on Andrew Lancel.
He's a blue. I'm just saying that's what you do. They get all the celebrity fans. Get all the celebrity fans on, and it's all. No, you do. You have 2 awards this season. You give one to Speedo Mick, and you give one to George, the little boy. That's all you have. You give them at the end of the season on the award. Best fan, best junior fan. That's the end of it. And you forget about everything else.
Because they're not going to do that.
Well, they should, because it's just shite.
Well, that's your opinion. They're not going to do it.
It's not really my opinion. It's just it's more of a fact. Everything is shite.
But it is your opinion.
Is everything shite, Les?
It is shite.
There you go. It's a general consensus. Is everything shite?
No.
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 Are you just saying that now?
No.
Are you just saying that now?
Don't point at me.
Are you just saying that?
You look like Kenwright pointing. Don't. Left finger.
Don't point.
No, what I'm saying is they're not going to do that. The lap of honour thing, I totally agree with
Lap
it.
of
It'll
appreciation.
be,
There's no honour.
no honour, lap of appreciation.
Appreciation of us.
It
Lap
will
of being
be.
democracy.
It will be.
Laugh of shite.
They can't do it if he's still the manager. They can't do
Exactly.
it. They can't do it, but he won't be the manager. I'm sorry, because if he is the manager, if he's still the manager, even by Saturday, then something's got to happen. Because
What? Right,
it's
let's
a
just
joke.
Well, let's pretend we live in a
a
world
joke.
where he's still a manager on Saturday. What a horrible world that is. What's going to happen Saturday? I mean, are fans not going to go? Are they going to get white hankies? Are they going to have play? It'd be mad, isn't it? We started the season with the plane going over.
I just think it'll be quiet. I just think it'll be.
Main stand cushions, telling you.
But do you think it'll be a full house on Saturday?
No, not at all. But I think they'll still be well supported because they are well supported. People will go. The best way to create a statement is not to go. Are you going to go?
Right, I'm going to go
Right, okay.
because
Right.
I have to be there for this show. Because otherwise there wouldn't be a show if we didn't go to the game.
No, I know.
Because we have to be there.
But I'm saying, all right. What I'm saying to you is, people need to do whatever they need to do, and they will do. And I've got no problem with it. Whether you want to boo, throw a tennis ball, wave a hanky, get a plane.
I hope everyone does all of it.
So that'd be a bit bizarre. Planes dropping tennis balls.
Yeah, that'd be quite dangerous though. Can you imagine like
people are waving
no bouncy balls, because bouncy balls just don't quit. They just don't quit. They just keep going. But imagine from a plane. Imagine if one drop from a plane and hit the ass on a wrist. Oh my god, that would finish you.
Game over.
It'd be over.
Finish him.
If it hits his other wrist, that's it. He'd just come out like that. He'd be like,
Be finished.
that's it. He can't play football anymore. He wouldn't be able to do
finished.
anything. Safe in the ass. £2 a month saves his wrist. I just think Saturday will be. I don't, know what I don't want to happen. Said it to Les before off camera when you were like doing backspins over there. That I don't want it to get to a situation where Roberto's totally and utterly abused by everyone, and I don't want that to happen.
He's too nice a person.
I want him to just go. I want it to just end dignified way, and to go. And then be able to say he came in and he had the right good go. We done really well. First season was great, and he had a good go. Just didn't work out, and we move on from it. I don't want any dog's abuse. I don't want anyone waving hankies or tennis ball. Think of them tennis. Wimbledon's coming up. Don't waste tennis balls.
What about the big tennis balls?
Yeah, you can waste them.
They're the ones where they get signed, but like huge.
No, good for them.
And you see like kids playing to play footy.
No, but there'll be too many balls on the pitch. But just end it in a dignified way, but do it in a way that actually means like you're asked about the club.
What if we let him have Saturday's game, but at the end of the game he comes on with a spade, digs his own hole and just lies down on it, and then we just pat the grass over him and everyone walks out, but he gets up and walks out, but it's just like a ceremonial way of saying
comes in, goes onto a pitch and digs a hole.
Yeah. Like
and lays in it.
Yeah, like a grave.
Just purely. It's purely.
Well, it's
purely symbolic.
It's already.
And what Paul Kenwright will come on like Paul Bearer, like that.
It's already like in the wrestling way.
And then you just think,
it's already a pre-dug grave. Right? It's already pre-dug. We're not going to go.
Pellegrini comes out with the black suit on.
So it's going to be pre-dug.
So what if this happens? I'm going.
No,
it's pre-dug. And
I was going to say, if he has Saturday, then it finishes, and then he just comes out full matador up, and we just get like a bull on with the thing like that.
I think my actual one was a little bit more realistic.
It left the pictures. You have to do it at the end of the season, can't. No, I just think
the burial will be left over for Norwich.
No, I think
the lack of appreciation will just be the fans and the players.
Someone put quite a depressing tweet up that if Sunderland and Norwich win all their games, we still need 3 points to stay up.
I feel quite sorry for Tottenham because they need us to do them a favour. That's not happening, is it?
No, Leicester 17, Everton.
Oh my god!
Unless Unzrit and
I'm going.
It's Leicester 1.
If there's any Leicester fans going, if there's any Leicester fans watching, by the way,
if only.
If any Leicester fans are watching, I'll be at the King Power Stadium.
What do you remember that?
13 grand, and it's all yours, kids. Just saying. 13 grand, and you're in the stadium.
I think to avoid everything, for me, the best case scenario now is to get this tied up this week. Thank him for his service, move it on, put Unsworth or in charge for the.
And why are people laughing that we're saying Unsworth?
It's a temporary.
It's for 4 games. It's
the under 21 man.
Under 21.
In or Sheedy, and it doesn't. I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
Get them in charge for 4 games while we work on next season, and then I think on Saturday,
sack everyone. Leave Dunk at the club because he went bankrupt. Come on.
Don't be a holler.
Just leave him at the club. Let him go into the academy or something. Just leave him at the club. He really doesn't want to leave.
What I want is, if you do that, then the attitude and everyone's mood will change for Saturday. Then Unzi get Dowell in there on the bench or whatever, mix the team up. All of a sudden you start going, what formation are we going to play? Are we still going to play 800 passes, or are we going to be fast and direct? We're going to be Unzi. Will it just go to Baines? He'll just be launching it down the line.
It takes over, it's exactly the same. 4-5-1.
It doesn't matter though, does it? It doesn't matter. It's just someone else in the.
I mean, like that phenomenal.
The only
interviews after the game, I'll be done. I'll go and support.
Do me a favour though, Dave. Do me a favour.
I know.
Just if you do.
No, he used to wear
trackie. Wear a trackie. Avoid the suits.
Trackie with do on.
Yeah. Just avoid the suits. Honestly, because that collar. No. It's not a good. It's not a good look.
I never used the word phenomenal. If I ever heard that word, I just don't ever want to.
If you're going to do trackies, don't go the Pulis route down the trackie.
No, just wear a trackie.
What brand new did all the training? Just wear them.
Spanking white and a kind of baseball.
Wear a trackie.
I told you, the thing with them is, I always thought they were new ones, but they weren't. Yeah. He's got, Johnson's baby wipes.
Oh, yeah.
And he just cleans. You see him, he just cleans.
He's got that whitener as well.
No, because the baby wipes it gets everything. You know what? Johnson's baby wipes could even heal the ass's wrist.
Yeah. The thing about Unsworth in a suit is, he looks like someone coming out of town after like Ladies' Day.
Yes.
When you pick them up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, it's all over the place. It's the draggled as hell. You haven't got experience of this, mate. It's all over the gaff.
I'm watching MLS.
It's all over the gaff. That's stick to the trackies.
And he looks good in the trackies.
He does. He looks good. Yeah. That's it basically. Just.
So they both need to go.
Yeah. I think they both need to go, personally.
I've read that
one needs to go before the other, very quickly.
Go same time. Do a joint thing.
Not gonna happen.
I'll sound like a gonky, but there was this Brian Clough quote.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It said basically if a chairman sacks a manager he's appointed, he's got to go as well.
There you go.
So that's what it should be, really.
Worked though, would it? Managers, Paul Watford. They've been to like 9 chairman in 2 years, wouldn't he?
Isn't he getting sacked?
He's getting sacked.
The Watford manager's under more pressure than
He's safe with like games to go, and then an FA Cup semi-finals getting sacked.
They expect big things. They expect big things. Right, that's what we think anyway. Tell us what you think. I really hope this video is redundant within about 5 hours me putting it out. I really Alright, Les. Tell us what you think. Is the time now? Is the time this week? Do we cling on to the rest of the season with him in charge and limp over the line? And where's he going?
I've just told him to go and make this because he's coming out with silly.
Oh, okay. Les is gone.
See you later.
Les is taking the Ironman Cups and he's gone. Tell us what you think. We're on Toffee TV 1 on Twitter and all those other places, and catch you on Toffee TV.